Today I will be making over these nightstands. I had to drive to Woop Woop and back again. Woop Woop is Aussie slang for the middle of nowhere, somewhere very unfamiliar, which is exactly where I went to get them. The lady gave me the runaround, but I'm glad that I stuck around because while they don't match the dresser from last week, these guys are similar, and I've done this before on my channel, and I am going to turn these around and make them a set with that dresser. So if you want to see how I do that, stick around. Let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said in the intro, I planned to make over these guys and make them match the blue dresser from last week where I had played a little game of Tetris with the drawers. But during the filming of this, well, after I'd already started, I got the call from somebody in my community that needed help and needed some furniture, so I made a quick change and decided that these were going to go to that lady along with a dresser, a farmhouse dresser I did a few weeks ago. So now the plan was still going to be to match it up to a dresser. It was just going to be a different kind of dresser. All right. Cleaning is all done. Now I'm removing the base. You can see some water damage there, some moisture damage, and then I'm also going to square up the sides because they got bumped, I guess, and caused some spreading. When I trim everything up, it does, and then I give everything a scuff sand, it does expose some of the MDF. Now what I need to do is cover all of those exposed areas with a shellac based primer. It can't be a water based primer. Water and MDF do not mix ever. So shellac based primer is the best primer to use for MDF, and it will seal in the MDF. What I do is I also shellac the inside because there is a musty smell in these side tables. Couple of coats of shellac inside and out, sorted all of those issues out. And then the top was a different laminate altogether, and you can see that it's really shiny. So in order to give the chalk paint something to hold on to, I'm covering it in Zinsser 123. I may have enough black, I think, to do these. I may have to go buy a little pot of black. As you can see, I've done the one back there off camera, and I'm just going in and doing this one. We'll see how far I can stretch it. I am going to need to do 2 coats of it. And what I've done is put French linen, Annie Sloan French linen on the top because I'm going to do the tops the same as the dresser, which I'll link in a card at the end that I did a few weeks ago. I want the tops to match each other. Dresser doesn't necessarily match with this, but giving them an element that is the same helps. Right? They're going to have the same pulls, they're going to have the same top. taken this clip out of my dresser makeover video where I mixed up the glaze. So I'm taking Annie Sloan, Honfleur, Valspar, clear glaze, and a dollop of graphite from Annie Sloan, and mixing it all together for the colour I want. Okay, so this is a small surface, so I'm just going to cover the whole thing in a good thick layer, not too thick, but we want texture, so I'm not going for too thin. Okay, got my whisk brush. Alright, so I'm just going in with the same brush. I've wiped it off a lot, just scraped it off on the edge of the paint can, and I'm just going in and dragging it over. Really lightly. But same technique, chip brush, dragging it over in places. I feel like I was heavy-handed in one spot right there. Just spraying it and just smudging it a little. It's better. And just so the finish is the same as the dresser, I'm going to use Annie Sloan in matte. Oh yeah! So cute!
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks cute, babe. What's happening? As long as it's not a snake. Oh yeah? I've let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'm taking a lint-free rag. It's actually some of my daughter's old tights that don't fit her anymore. And I'm just wiping back the excess gently. I'm not really looking to buff it. I like the matte, flat look. I'm just getting the excess. Just want to say a big thank you to Teresa for buying me 5 copies, and Steve also buying me 5 copies this month. Thank you so much, you guys. I am so grateful. Talk about 11th hour on this piece. I squeezed it in between doing 2 other videos. You would have already seen this one, the French linen, and there's another one coming out that'll probably come out after this one. So I'm not going to show you that one. So I squeezed it in between. I ordered some legs from Amazon. They were coming, and today is Friday. I was supposed to deliver the dresser and the 2 end tables to the lady today. I had already delayed her a week because I wasn't done with these and I just wanted to deliver all of them together. And Amazon sent me an email and said that the legs would be delayed. They were supposed to be here yesterday, didn't come. And then I got an email this morning that said they would be here but before 10 p.m. So we had to reschedule drop off again. The legs that I got for this, I was gonna build my own, but I decided to just buy some from Amazon, and I will put the link for those below. They have a faux wood effect to them. They suit the piece just fine. I like the faux wood on top. I'm glad I got to do that again. So with these side tables, even though they don't match the dresser exactly, I needed some matching elements to it. So I did the faux wood on top, and I also did the handles that I had just so happened to have 4 left. So I did the handles the same, and that just sort of brings them all together. The finish on this is not, it's a little bit transparent in some places, giving it a distressed look, which matches up with the dresser again. These pieces, even though I had to go out into the middle of Woop Woop to go get them, and the lady who originally sold them to me farted around with me, I'm glad that I got them. They did smell quite bad. They must have been in storage for a while, I don't know. But I tell you, that clear shellac, it says on the can that it stops odors, and that is 100% true. I put a coat of shellac, clear shellac, everywhere on this piece, and it stopped the odor completely. Next week's piece, I have no idea because it's editing Sarah here. At the time of filming this video, it is true, I did not know what next week's piece was, but I do now. So you guys, there will be no video on Saturday next week. I am joining in the fun with Miss Flips. She is hosting a challenge, an Earth Day challenge. I know Earth Day was a few weeks ago now, but this is the first time that all of us had some space on our calendars to set aside some time to join in with her and this challenge. So next week's piece is an Earth Day flip where we will be making over a piece of furniture using things that we already have and not going out and buying anything new. So I hope I can catch you guys on that video. Bye.